Hey guys, so for today's video I asked you guys on Instagram to send me some myths that you have heard about Iceland, and today I'm going to tell you guys if they are true or false. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Hrafna and I am from Iceland, and even though I am from Iceland, I do not speak on behalf of everyone in Iceland. I am just a random human who happens to be from Iceland. I speak my mind. There are some Icelandic people who may not agree with everything that I have to say, and that is completely fine because everyone is allowed to have their own opinion. Yep. So, without further ado, let's debunk some myths that you guys have. There is 13 Santa Clauses in Iceland. This is not a myth, this is actually true, and I have a whole video about that. I will link the video down below so you can watch it. The next myth is, do you always eat fish as lunch? No, we don't. Icelandic people eat whatever the hell they want to eat. Next we have, pizza with pineapple is forbidden. If you have no idea what this is about, our president has publicly said that he does not like pineapple on pizza. I personally hate pineapple on pizza. Like, pineapple should not be hot. But yeah. Next is another popular one that I got a lot, and it is that there are no trees in Iceland. What? How would that even work? Yes, we have trees. A lot of them. Next, again, is a very popular myth. I wouldn't really call this a myth, but okay. All of the women are beautiful. Well, not to be biased, but I think that is true. No, but really, there is a story that I learned in high school, maybe middle school. I have no idea if this is true or not. There were like Vikings in Iceland that went out to the world and kidnapped all of the like most beautiful women around the world and took them back to Iceland. So all of the Icelandic Vikings only married beautiful women. I think this is like kind of true, but I don't know, maybe. Next we have a very popular one. Everyone is blonde in Iceland. Okay, so first of all, how do you define blonde? Because I define blonde as someone with like platinum hair, but a lot of you guys consider me as a blonde. I kind of have a brownish hair, like this is my natural hair color, and I don't think this is blonde at all. Blonde, brownish hair and blue eyes is definitely dominant in Iceland, but it does not apply to everyone. We have a lot of people with brown eyes and black hair, or green eyes and red hair, or just we have all types of hair color and eye color. So nope, not everyone is blonde. Next one is really funny. Didn't expect that one. Icelanders don't like to plan anything. They are very spontaneous. I cannot speak on behalf of everyone in Iceland, but I feel like this is very true. I feel like a lot of people just go on random road trips, just call their friends and be like, yo, let's go travel around the country today. Like, I don't know. I think this has a little bit of truth to it. Next is a very popular one. Icelanders love to drink alcohol. This one, it's kind of true. I hate to admit that, but I have heard a lot that Icelandic people drink more than other countries, and we do have a lot of underage drinking. As bad as that sounds, that's just a fact. Icelanders like to party, and yeah, nothing bad about that. This one I also got so many times, and this, honestly, I just think this is hilarious. Nearly every Icelander owns a horse. What? Where are you getting these informations from? No, we don't all have horses. We do live in the 21st century. This is not true at all. We kind of just drive our car. Next one is that you get 6 months of daylight and 6 months of darkness. This is true. I talk about this in my The Truth About Living in Iceland video. I will link that down below as well, where I talk about this more. Next one is there only one city in Iceland? This is true, we only have one city, and that is Reykjavik, our capital. Everything else is just considered like towns. Everybody watches Eurovision. Okay, for the Americans, Eurovision is a singing contest that takes place in Europe. I personally love Eurovision. I'm a huge Eurovision fan. Obviously, not everyone in Iceland watches Eurovision, but I think that most, like 90% of Icelanders are aware when Eurovision is like a thing. Yeah, no, not everyone watches, but yeah. At Christmas, any naughty child gets taken away by a cat and put in a boiling pot by a lady. Yes, this is true. Very creepy. Now comes one of the most popular myths about Iceland. You need an app to check if you and your date are from the same family to avoid incest. This app does not exist. There has never been an app. There will probably never be an app. I don't know who started this rumor, but no, we don't have an app. We have something called Íslendingabók, which translates as Icelandic book, like the book of Icelanders. Since this is such a small country, you can basically just check on Facebook and see if you have like mutual friends, and if you see like if your second cousin or something is friends with your date, then you can probably like just ask or check in the Icelandic book thingy. Yeah, no app, no app. It's expensive AF to go on holiday there. Yes, this is very true. Oh my god, everyone in Iceland knows how to ride a horse without a saddle. No, this is not true at all. What is up with this horse theories? What? Like, what? I do not know a single person who rides horses for fun. I don't know where this is coming from. We have another popular one, that there are no mosquitoes in Iceland. This is true. There aren't any mosquitoes in Iceland, but there are rumors that apparently they might be coming to Iceland. I was just reading an article that came out in February of 2019. So no, there are not any mosquitoes in Iceland. That is probably because the humidity or something, like it's too cold. Next one is so random, and I got it so many times, and again, I don't know where this is coming from. There are ice giants roaming in the mountains. What? I live in Iceland. I have never ever heard about ice giants. I've heard about elves and trolls and everything, but never ice giants. However, I can neither confirm or deny. Next is everyone in Iceland is Christian. No, not everyone in Iceland is Christian, but that is definitely the most like dominant religion in Iceland. Also, a lot of people do not attend church and do not believe in anything. So we also have other religions in Iceland, but they're just not as big as Christianity. Next we have, I think you have no flies in Iceland. This is not true. We have flies. However, most of them are kind of dead during the winter. Thankfully, I hate flies. Next we have something very interesting that I got a couple of times. Icelanders don't say please or sorry. We don't have a word that literally means please. I have a couple of things to say about this. Icelanders are not rude, I would say. It's just not in our culture to be like very apologetic and like super polite. I've traveled to America and the UK, and I see this a lot over there, especially when I'm shopping. If I am kinda like checking something out and someone is trying to like walk past me, even though I'm not in their way at all, the person will be like, oh, I'm sorry, excuse me, oh, sorry, excuse me, and I'm just like, what? Why are you apologizing? Just go around me. Like, no one in Iceland does this. If someone is in someone's way, we just kind of silently like we might say sorry like once. If you're from Iceland and you feel the same way and you think this is super annoying, then let me know. This is just not something that is in our culture. We say thank you if someone is helping us, but we don't use it as excessively as people from other countries. I have heard that in Iceland are polar bears and penguins. No. We do not have polar bears or penguins in Iceland. Icelandic people are very closed off and not very keen on meeting foreigners. I feel like Icelandic people are not as talkative and open as Americans. I noticed this a lot when I was in America. Going to the store and buying something, and the like person that is helping me will be like, hi, how are you? Is your day going good? Like, how was your experience in our shop today? How can I help you with something? I'm just like, wow, no, thank you. In Iceland, it's pretty much like, hi, I want to buy this. Oh, okay, here we go, thank you. Done. Simple. Everything that I'm saying is my opinion, so if you don't agree, then let me know in the comments, because I'm curious about this. Next we have, there is no McDonald's, Starbucks and army in Iceland. Yes, all of these are true. Next we have an interesting one. I once heard that Icelanders let their babies sleep outside. This is very true. Most people with young children let their babies sleep outside. I assumed that most European countries did this. I don't know why, but like Iceland is a very safe country, and obviously we don't like put the babies like somewhere and just leave them. We put them in a stroller, or yeah, a stroller, and we kind of just put them right beside our house or on our balconies, and obviously we have like this walkie-talkie thing so we can hear them. Next one is a popular one, and again, I'm so confused why people think this. Everyone in Iceland is over 180 centimeters tall. Nope. Nope. No, I am 163 centimeters tall. It's like 5'3". I am definitely not tall, and maybe our average height is a little bit higher than most countries, but yeah, no, I don't know. People in Iceland live in igloos. No, we live in houses, not igloos. Everyone in Iceland believes in elves, and there's a ministry that cares about elves. Icelanders do not all believe in elves. This is like a huge myth. I don't know what to say about this. Yes, there are people in Iceland that do believe in elves, but the vast majority doesn't. No. There aren't any black people. This is not true. There are definitely black people in Iceland. However, the dominant race is white. Now we have the biggest myth about Iceland ever. Does the government pay foreign men to marry Icelandic women? No. No, absolutely not. This myth frustrates me so freaking much. I don't know where this came from, why it still exists, because the harassment that Icelandic women have to go through is disgusting. And I'm so tired of getting messages from men who are proposing to me, asking to marry me so they can move to Iceland. Why in the world would the Icelandic government pay someone to marry an Icelandic woman? Like, this theory doesn't even make sense. This was the #1 myth that I got sent, and so many people believe that this is true. It is completely false, and I hope this myth dies with this video. I'm getting frustrated. I'm just gonna go to the next one. Everyone in Iceland make CrossFit. I think this person means like does CrossFit. It's a very popular sport here in Iceland because we have such huge, talented, amazing CrossFit athletes like Katrin Tanja, Sara Siminsdóttir, Annie Mist, Björgvin, Karl, like so many amazing CrossFit athletes. So that really motivates people to do CrossFit here in Iceland. So, sex between cousins? No. No. You might walk down the street and know everybody you meet because of the population. Again, we are a small country, but not that small. If I walk down the street, I am probably not going to meet someone that I know. But like if I go to IKEA, I will, yeah, probably know at least one person, to be honest. If I'm with my dad, for an example, if I go with my dad to the store, he will know like at least 3 people. He knows so many people. So I thought this video was very fun. Hopefully you learned something. I really wanted this video to be educational and fun. I really want like a huge discussion in this video, especially from the people from Iceland. If you agree or don't agree with me, comment down below. I'm so curious because again, I cannot speak on behalf of everyone in Iceland. If you have any more myths that you know of, then please leave them down below. And follow me on Instagram if you want to participate in more videos like these, because I always ask you to send in material on Instagram for videos like this one. With that being said, I hope you guys liked this video. Please subscribe and like this video. Yeah. See you guys later. Goodbye.